Hello everyone and welcome back to Do Not Like, Do Not Read. My name is Clemens and with me are my students, Julius.
Hey.
Bob.
Hey, this is me. I'm in class again. This is, oh god, a nightmare.
And Connor.
Hello there.
Yeah, and Connor, you want to present your group project you did with Bob.
Yes,
Over the last 10 years, our group project.
Right, so this is a story called Fern Gully 2, The Highschool Years by Ultraman Black 147. And this is sort of special for Bob and I and the Steel Donut Collective, if you know or remember us, because Ultraman Black 147 is an account made by us from the SDC to post our own joke stories to. We're not just writing no-effort troll stuff, though. Part of the fun of UB147 is writing serious enough that someone could think it is real if they don't know the backstory behind the author. And we do have sort of an invented history in mind with this author, enough that you can tell that some of what he's writing into his stories are based on his real life. Now, so Fern Gully 2 does not have anything to do with the actual Fern Gully series. We just thought Fern Gully would be a great name for a main character. So our Fern Gully 2 is a generic high school story about a new freshman navigating his first year and the world of friends, bullies, and romance, but again done very, very stupidly. We hope you laugh at the misspellings, the ridiculous moments, and even some of the in-jokes if we do end up explaining something behind the scenes.
Yeah, this account Ultraman Black 147. We've actually, if you go back to videos I edited, I think Connor may have done this too. But if you go back to videos I edited on the Steel Donut, occasionally like the camera will like zoom out and you'll see like who's signed in on fanfiction.net. It's usually Ultraman Black 147, so that people watching the Steel Donut had a chance to find the account. But I don't think anybody ever did.
Yeah, so this is Fern Gully 2, The Highschool Years.
Yeah.
My idea
sorry,
for a
one more
sequel.
thing. He said we didn't know anything about Fern Gully. That's because I walked into his room one day and just said the first line of this story to him. I don't know anything about the movie Fern Gully. I don't want to know anything about the movie Fern Gully.
Yeah,
if
don't
you
tell
start
us.
telling me about it in the comments, I will stop reading. I'm not going to ask them to delete the comment, but I will stop reading. I do not want to know anything about Fern Gully. If either of you start telling me about it here, I'm going to leave the call.
To be fair, you're probably not missing out on that
Oh
much.
yeah, that's just like when, no, don't tell me.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so who wants to read the description?
Fern Gully 2, The Highschool Years by Ultraman Black 147. My idea for a sequel to Fern Gully 2. My friend Patrick wanted me to use Fern Gully. And also, now that I'm in high school, I wanted to write about my experiences as well. R&R, I do not own Fern Gully, but if I did... Now complete!
Yeah.
The story's complete.
So now, let's get started with the prologue. Hi, my name is Fern Gully. You might remember some of adventures from the last couple years, like when I rescued those prizeless jewels from the bottom of the well and stopped those dog nappers.
Okay, can I
Anyways,
ask something here, actually?
Oh yeah, please.
Because, now there's Fern Gully 3, which is about dog napping,
Which
so I'm
does have
wondering
the
if
dog
that's part
nappers.
of the jokes that it is
from
supposed to
all
have
the way
happened in
back
the past,
here-
but it's also happening in the sequel.
Yeah, so we originally wrote this line just because we just thought it sounded like generic like kids movie fodder for him to be doing shit like collecting jewels and like stopping dog nappers. And then when it came time to write the sequel, when we started writing it, I think Connor probably thought he just started rereading this and he thought, man, it'd be really funny to just resurrect them like they're this long lost foe, like his old nemesis or some shit.
I don't want to talk about Fern Gully 3 here in Fern Gully 2 that much, but yeah, think of like
That's
Hardy
true.
Boys or some other G-rated like mysteries or something.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, that line that to me just sounds like basically every audio cassette I listened to as a child. It was all stuff like that.
Right, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, this is just basically an advertisement for me to buy the other audio cassettes, with the other adventures with these characters. Okay.
Right.
So that's why you're telling me about the prizeless jewels and the stopping of the dog now. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Anyways, I'm about to face my toughest challenge yet, trying to make it through high school. Join me and my friends as we try to fit in with our toughest challenge yet. Stay tuned.
All right, that's the prologue. Author's note, A/N semicolon. Hey guys, so I started high school this year, and I know I've been super busy, but I wanted to do a story that I could use my ideas from in high school. Also, my friend Patrick wanted me to do Fern Gully. I've never seen it, but I hope I kinda got the feel. Anyways, I'll write soon, so enjoy. By the way, I was thinking of getting a Patreon account. What do you guys think? Leave a review and let me know, XD.
Guys, I think
we did in fact follow the rule of fanfiction.net.
Yeah.
I think you predicted the kids show reviewer you would cover.
Oh yeah.
Later.
Oh yeah. That was a total prediction.
But I'm gonna write about it, okay?
Yeah, he hasn't seen it. He was told by Patrick he should do it, and he's doing it, and he's trying to get the thing down. We did follow the fanfiction.net rule of promising to update soon and then waiting almost a full year to write more of Fern Gully. There was so much fucking, like,
right.
Although, I mean, Connor and I enjoy writing Fern Gully, but each time we sit down to write a chapter, we get kind of burned out.
Well, we did do Fern Gully 2 a lot faster than we're doing Fern
That's
Gully
true.
3, but
That's true.
You'll see Fern Gully 2 goes by pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
So,
well, anyway, so you don't have to wait. We have Chapter 2, A Cyclone at Our Door.
Good.
That is
Good.
such a great
He went
title.
to Dick Bauer in his middle school. It was like, Cycling at Our Door, what a cool title for a
Yeah.
chapter.
Well, I mean, we cribbed it directly from
we
Night
took
Watcher.
that from Night Watcher.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we just took it straight from Night Watcher.
Rise and shine, kiddo. It's time to get up for the first day of high school.
Syad, my dad, I was sad because it was the end to another great summer. Since middle school ended, I got to move in with my dad after I asked the court if I could, because I hate my mom and my stupid stepdad. But then I got to play Titanfall on my dad's Xbox One all summer, so it was great.
So you're getting a little peek into his value system.
Yeah.
You're getting a little peek into the author's life, maybe.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
But anyways, it was now the first day of high school, and I was not excited. I got up and I got dressed in a North Face jacket and jeans. I slipped my New Balance shoes on and I grabbed my iPod. Then I headed downstairs to where my dad was eating breakfast at the table. Hey, Dad, do I really have to go? I said. Dad just smiled and he just said,
Fern J. Gully, let me tell you something. Back when I was going to high school, I hated it too. But you just gotta remember, never get the cherry cola at the soda shack.
Anne, this is a inside joke with me and my real dad.
So, true fact, I am now a behavioral therapist. I was doing group therapy with some kids. And one of the exercises, I needed to explain what an inside joke was, and I used this example. Because this is an inside joke for us, but it's not an inside joke for UB147. Cherry Cola at the Soda Shack doesn't mean anything at all. When we wrote it, it didn't mean anything at all. But because it doesn't mean anything to the reader either, it doesn't work as an inside joke. And that was my lesson to the kids.
Right.
I actually used this in therapy.
Right. We were again emulating what if a fictional author decided to just put a real inside joke in and then tell the audience that's what it
this
was.
This is an inside joke, but we don't know what it is. So he's just like, ha ha, no, don't forget the cherry cola at the Soda Shack.
But
Right.
I mean, that
Thank
sounds
you.
like it could be a real inside
It
joke.
could be.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you got sick one
you
time.
can see the potential like backstory to that.
Yeah, there's a story there. You just don't know what it is. Maybe we should call back to that.
Yeah. We both laughed and I agreed. I left the house to go to school. I left the house and got on my bike. It is a 2-speed, but I didn't really race it or anything. Nothing fancy. Anyway, school was only a couple blocks away, so I biked there. I was really excited to see my friends again since we didn't really talk much over the summer.
I
Sad.
think two things. I think we knew at this point when we were writing the story that we wanted to end it with a big bike race, which is why we have him getting on a bike here and saying he doesn't race it. Also, I remember distinctly thinking it was very funny to be like, I'm excited to see my friends. We didn't talk much over the summer, but what did I do? What did they do? Nothing. Neither of us did anything. We were both here in town, not at camp, not at anywhere. We just didn't talk.
Yeah, he just played Titanfall on his dad's Xbox all
whose
summer.
fault is that? That's your fault, bud.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see my friends. Why don't they like me? They don't like you because you don't go hang out with them.
Right. Kids these days, you know.
Yeah.
But then, when I was
grass.
almost there, these 2 kids stepped out in front of me. I could tell who they were even from this distance. I gritted my teeth because they really annoyed me. They were Nick and Michael Rabovsky.
Yeah. He loves to like layer on the details because he wants to sound thoughtful and smart and like a good writer. He puts too many words in. I don't know if kids do that these days. You guys are more familiar with the fanfiction world of today than we are, but you know, for a while, at least people of my generation, we would write in these big flowery sentences to sound smart.
Yeah, I feel like that might have changed. I feel like today's generation of fanfics is more like, we read that one Shad Amy Sonic story, and it was like, it felt like every other word was abbreviated for some reason, so characters kept saying NP, or like people writing script fics for no reason, just because it
seems like people want to get through the story faster, and so the less words you use to get your story out there, you
I
can
feel
just
the
like
pendulum
push through the
just swang back.
Again,
Swang.
Two
Swang.
little words.
Yeah,
swang like my
again,
dog.
Again, Fern is observant. He's intuitive. You know, he sees the details.
Yeah, he's like, you ever see the show Psych or maybe Sherlock? He's got like a mind palace. Actually, this is a note I have for Fern Gully 3, that he has a mind palace where he stores all his information in a vault so that no one else can steal it, which is already missing the point of a mind palace. But then, when he gets into his mind palace, you find that all of the thoughts are just a big pile, and he has to sort through it in his head, which again misses the point of a mind palace.
They were these 2 whole brothers who bullied me all through middle school, too. Billy would have been with them, but he moved away.
Yeah, that's another real-life detail. That's just, who knows who that was. Bye.
But suddenly, before I could even get there, a 3rd kid who I didn't recognize just walked up and pushed me over into the street off my bike. I hit the ground, and it was hard. I looked up, and the new kid was just laughing at me. He was wearing a long-sleeved red shirt with one of the sleeves rolled up to show his A-arm tattoo, which was a tribal tattoo.
Holy shit, this kid's got a tattoo. Okay.
He also had dark gray jean shorts as well.
Holy shit, he's got dark green jean shorts. Okay.
Yeah, he's wearing the entire Echo collection.
Yeah.
As he laughed, Nick and Michael came up. While Michael and the new guy high-fived, Nick just picked my bike up and chucked it into a ditch.
I think this is a good time to mention that we also went into this with the intention that UB147 is writing his main character, Fern, and he doesn't realize that Fern is more or less a passenger in his own life.
Right.
Fern, you're going to notice throughout the story, each time there's like an activity going on around him, each time there's like a new scene, Fern has maybe one interaction with the people in the scene, and his interaction is never going to be like a firm establishment of his identity, because he's always sort of a passenger in his own life. Everybody else is bullying him, and he's just like, ooh, on the inside. Right. And that's it. That's as far as he takes it.
We did have a literal rule that I don't know if I want to say right now, but literal rule.
They'll figure it out over time,
figure it
about
out,
how much interaction Fern could do.
Right.
He's from the jump supposed to be a passenger in his own life. So right. Nick just picks up the bike and chucks it into a ditch. Yeah. And he says, in response,
"Hey, what the hey, man?" I yelled. They stopped laughing, and Nick just said,
"Sup, seagull? Had any good fish lately?"
They called me that because my last name is Gully.
Fucking got him, dude.
Great insult.
Fucking ruined, dude.
What?
Said the new guy.
That's pretty good.
The new guy didn't get the joke. For a second, he was like catching up.
Yeah, he doesn't get it at first.
He's like, what? Pretty good.
Does he know Fern's name yet?
Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, to him, they just started bullying a kid and started asking if he had fish. Ready for another year? We missed picking on you so much this summer,
said Michael. I just gritted my teeth as they walked off laughing, wondering who that new guy was. But anyway, I just got up and got my bike out of the ditch and rode the rest of the way to school.
So he really did just go, "Hey, what the hey, man?" And then watch them, like, make fun of him, and then he just, like, watched them leave.
Yes.
Who the hey do you think I am?
No, that implies that he's gonna do something.
Yeah, actually, you're right,
yeah.
Hey, what the hey,
man? Who do you
man?
think I am? I'm me.
I got up to school and my friends came running over. There were 4 of them. They were named Ralph and Tony, Patrick, and Ben.
Dude, we saw that,
said Ralph.
Yeah, by the way, Michael and Nick were picking on you,
said Patrick.
But who was that new guy? I've never seen him before, said Ben.
Maybe he's a transfer student or something,
said Tony. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it, I said. We all went into the building because there was a new student assembly we had to go to where we were all going to get our schedules for freshman year.
Sounds good.
Then way too late, said Ralph with a big smile on his face.
Yeah, his friends were also sort of checked out. Yeah, well, I mean, is he saying that about the schedules, about the assembly, or is he just saying that about whatever? I don't want to talk about being bullied. And he's like, all right, sounds good.
Yeah,
Make them smile.
That's a great thing to do. Like, continue the conversation way too late.
Yeah, just you put an entire full detail that's going to take the reader's mind off of it in between I said and sounds good.
Yeah. With a big smile on his face.
With a big smile, yeah. So his reaction doesn't make any sense either. Like, they're like, "Oh my god, dude, did you see that?" All of your, like, imagine you get bullied. All of your friends approach you at the beginning of school and they're like, "Dude, oh my god, they like ravaged you. Are you okay? Like, we can go talk to the school if you want. Like, we can talk to the administration." And you're like, "Nah, I don't want to talk about it, man. That was a lot. I just want to get to." And then your buddies are like, "All right, great.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're handling that well. All right, bye."
Bet on to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little tape.
So all of us in freshman year went to the new gym and sat in the stands. Damn. Lol, why do they call them stands if you're sitting down in them? Makes you think. When everyone was there... Yeah.
Really thoughtful.
When everyone was there, the principal came out and grabbed the microphone and started talking.
Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new year and your first year at Blue Meadows High. I'm principal.
Yeah, now he's the principal, yeah.
You laugh, but I made that mistake unironically.
we make that a mistake on purpose a lot. I think in Fern Gully 3, we call him the vice principal, L.E., pretty much every time.
Yeah.
I am excited to see you all for the new year. I want to personally welcome a lot of you, and I want an extra special welcome to our new transfer student who is our new captain of the football team. Everyone give a round of applause to Brandon Bradford.
So, I've never been to a school assembly where the principal opens with, like, I'm excited to see everyone. I want to welcome some of you.
Yeah.
And only one of you is actually going to get a shout out.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting less and less inclusive.
Right. I love that. Personally, welcome a lot of you. Like, I don't want to welcome some of you.
Some of you, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck.
But yeah, new transfer student, new captain of the football team, Bandon Bradford.
Yeah.
Everyone else cheered as Bandon walked out, but I wasn't. It was that guy who pushed me over. The guy with the gray jean shorts, and the red shirt, and the tattoo. Oh shit.
Oh shit, yeah. A/N, hey guys, welcome to my next story. Thanks for reading. If you liked it, read and review. If you didn't like it, then just log off! Okay, anyway, I asked this before, but I didn't get any responses, so I'm gonna ask again. What if I get a... Would that be good? And it was, please give me an answer, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out from UB147. Sometimes he just doesn't get the word out.
Yeah.
He gets excited to hit period at the end of the sentence, and it just happens.
Yeah, and don't like it, then log off is kind of his thing.
Yeah, don't like it, log off.
And I'll just say again, even though this is literally us, don't actually leave any reviews. You can say what you want in the comments, but we want this to remain au natural.
Yeah, so please don't leave any comments on the actual account. All right, Fist Day Pit 1.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, I think when we titled the chapter, we knew that this was going to be a Pit 1 and a Pit 2.
Yeah.
Without even knowing what the next words were going to be.
Yeah, because a lot happens on the Fist Day.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big day. And you know what? This is a little peek beyond the kimono. Lexi and I, when writing our webcomic, have talked quite a lot about how much the pacing of the story needs to potentially change, because the very beginning of our webcomic does start on the first day. And it's like 8 chapters, and it's all the first day, because we've got a bunch of characters, and we need to establish the status quo. So future chapters will be a little bit faster paced.
Yeah.
I find it funny that we've encountered a similar misspelling, and it was also a high school story.
What, Fist Day Pit 1?
No, specifically the fist part. We had a story where there was... The first hour was misspelled as the fist hour.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's like a Punch-O-Mancer's...
A Sonic High School story.
I mean, yeah, I think the Punch-O-Mancer, or the Swolomancer, honors his dark god at the fist hour.
Yeah. I mean...
You know, he holds a bloody fist to the sky and says, "My enemies shall die."
Yeah.
At the fist hour.
Nice. Alright, so... Oh, shit. After that, the assembly ended and everyone went to their first class. The assembly was just to welcome everyone, introduce Bandon, Bradford, and that was it.
No, not welcome everyone.
Oh, welcome a lot of people.
Yeah.
I went to my first class and it turned out it was English class. I guess all my friends were there because I saw them there. Rap, Tony, Patrick, and Ben were all in the class too.
Is really good at those redundant details. Like, we're in class. It's my first class. It's English class. My friends were there because I saw them there. They were in class. These are my friends. They were in class.
I guess they were there because I saw them there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you really disconnected from your senses, you know? You're like, right. I don't trust anything. I think, therefore I am, is the end of it for me. So listen, I think they're there because I saw them there.
Listen, Fern is not one of those dirty empiricists. He's a rationalist. No. He doesn't trust his senses.
Yeah. I mean, until next story when we'll see what he trusts.
All right. The guys talked for a bit. No, just the guys talked. But then the teacher came in. She looked really old, like she was 70, and she had a really mean smirk on her face.
My dad turned 70 this year, and I kind of feel bad writing that line. He's aged quite gracefully. What's the boat ride is?
Yeah, it was... Good morning,
Oh, no, you're going to have to make her a lot meaner. Okay, because by the end of the story, she's going to turn around and become really fucking cool. But right now, she needs to be this mean old... You know, we got this term in the Bob community, a bitter old bitch. That's what Bob sometimes stands for. Bitter old bitch. That's the energy you need to have. I can say that because I'm a bitter old bitch.
Oh, good morning, class, she said. My name is Mrs. Boatwright. Look at the seating chart and shut up. I hope you did your summer reading.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I thought. I hadn't read anything. Anything at all.
No!
Oh, Fern. Youth is wasted on the young, and literally all his brain cells are wasted on him.
What? Oh, what do you mean?
Too.
Yeah. He hasn't read anything.
I looked
he hasn't
around.
Even read Fern Gully. I don't know.
I looked around. Right. His friend Patrick just told him to use Fern Gully, so he thinks this is right.
He thinks this is related. And he included all his real-life friends in it.
I looked around, and only some of the kids were raising their hands. I was sort of scared, so I kind of raised my hand, so I didn't want to get in trouble for it. She stared at everyone who didn't raise their hand, and then pointed at Tony, who also didn't read.
You,
she said.
You think you know this book so well you don't have to read it? So, tell me, what are the themes?
Yeah, that's what English class is like, huh?
And I like how we don't learn what the book is.
I just love this entire scene. Like, the kids are raising their hands for no reason. Fern kind of joins in.
She didn't ask anybody to raise their hands. Yeah, that's true. She said, I hope you did your summer reading, and people started raising hands. Then he thinks I better raise my hand so I don't get in trouble, which also doesn't make sense, because if she calls on you and you say, she's like, how'd you like the book? You'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
I thought just the idea that there was supposed to be summer reading when it's the first year of high school.
Well, actually, we had summer reading lists between years of high school, but I don't think we had one. Because like lots of kids were changing from middle school to high school. They were changing, so
right. We didn't have one going into high school.
Going into high school, you're right.
That wouldn't really make sense.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense.
It absolutely works in the context of this story.
Well, actually, you know what? It really doesn't make sense, because isn't the point of summer reading to be like, okay, you learned some stuff last year. Now apply what you learned when you read this book, and we'll come back next year and we'll talk about it. But if you haven't learned anything yet about how to read a book, which in America, I should be clear, in America, they don't teach you how to read almost at all anymore. There are a lot of kids reaching 4th, 5th grade who do not know how to read.
Oh.
Right, again, it's just summer reading. It's just something to check off of the included in the high school story, kind of.
Yeah, high school story. This is in high school.
Summer reading,
in high school.
bitchy English teacher, and more. We'll see. So Tony didn't know. He stared, his eyes wide open, scared out of his mind.
Not 1, not 3.
Not 1, not 3.
Thank you.
Then the teacher smacked a ruler down on his desk and pointed to the door.
If you think you can just waste my time like this, you're wrong. Take your pencil and go out into the hall. I expect a 2-page paper on what you did all summer instead of reading. By the end of class.
On what, the walls? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like his screed, a manifesto written on the walls.
Yeah.
It's gonna be written all over his arm.
Yeah.
Tony gulped and got up. He ran out of Vlas as everybody laughed at him. I admit, I even chuckled a little to myself.
Oh my god.
Great
This always happens to Tony. He's always getting picked on by the teachers. But anyway, after that, English was okay, except that she gave us a bunch of homework. On the first day, man, that sucks. High school is gonna be wired.
I gotta
such
say,
a bad
it's kind
friend
of weird
to Tony.
that his name is Tony because I had a friend named Tony in school.
You know, that's funny. I was reading this story to our buddy Jalen, and he also had a friend named Tony in school who also had really bad luck. But not as bad as the Tony in our story. When he says he's always getting picked on by the teachers,
you'll see.
We mean Tony's life is calamitous.
He's getting picked on by God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, I went to math next. All the other guys were in different classes now, so it was just me. But when I walked in, I already saw this teacher was cooler than the last one. He had decked out his room, and there were movie posters and game stuff on the walls and around the room. He had posters for Star Trek, Pacific Rim, The Matrix, and Ghost Rider 2.
All equally awesome movies.
Yeah. The Star Trek one was for that TV series. I saw a bit of that and didn't really get it, but the new movies was great.
A/N, are you guys ready for the third one? I think it's gonna be great. You'll love to see timely details that age the story.
Yeah.
Even as they come out. Even as the chapter came out, this aged the story.
Yeah.
Because it's like, don't... If you're gonna write an author's note, just don't... Just some general advice. Don't reference stuff that happened in the last 24 hours. Right?
Right.
Your author's note can't be that time relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. The teacher walked in and he just said,
Alright, kids, sit down. You know how it is.
Everyone laughed, and I knew this guy was gonna be cool.
Yeah, everyone laughs when things are relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know how it is.
Whoa, he turned the chair around and sat down backwards.
I was
Cool.
just imagining that, yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Just check out how cool this teacher is.
Alright, everyone. My name is Mr. Armenta, but you can call me Lee or Mr. A or whatever floats your boat. Anyways, we'll have some homework and some tests. You can do them if you want. But I don't really want to grade them. I'm just looking to have some fun and hopefully you'll learn some geometry along the way, eh? Yeah, myself.
Hey.
What a cool dude!
Yeah.
He's got a fridge with some brewskis in the back. This is a cool teacher.
You
Like, he
can do
doesn't
the
actually have a
homework
fridge.
if you want.
Yeah, he can do the homework and test.
Maybe he's a little too cool.
Yeah, he's so
at
cool.
At university, I had a professor who was basically just there because he wanted friends.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
Jesus.
That was
Oof.
He would talk with us for 2 minutes about the project, and when he wanted to do small talk, and we were just not interested, so he went to other groups.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean,
So
Mr.
he's
Armenta
just trying his
just-
hand at small group. He's like making little groups in the class so that he can be like, all right, these are small social settings. I can just practice a little bit with this little group. Oh, they're not interested. Okay, that sucked, but I will practice with another group. And that's instead of doing his job. Great.
Yeah.
By the way, Mr. Armenta, I had a real math teacher named Mr. Armenta. He's a great math teacher. And he taught me a lot of really useful things in math and in life. But also, one of the things he taught me was that if you don't want to have to do homework, you shouldn't have to. So he graded that same homework that I handed him multiple times. Like, literally, it would be like the way he assigned homework was like for the first 3-4 weeks, it'd be like all the homework he wanted to grade it all at once. So he'd just have us gather it all, staple it together, and hand it to him. And then he would just kind of pretend to look through it and then give you an estimate of what your grade should be in the class at the top of the page. And for me, because he knew I knew all the shit, he would literally accept a stack of paper that had a grade on it already, his own handwriting on it. He would just scribble that out, flip through the pages, and write a new A next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Armenta was great. I had him in a class in high school.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we borrowed his name. He was a really
cool teacher.
You know. Yeah.
And then we totally butchered his character.
Right, this is nothing like the real Mr. Armenta, you know.
Yeah, it's a real Mr. Armenta.
You have the, again, stereotypically really mean teacher, and so you have to have the stereotypically really cool teacher.
Yeah. Mr. Armenta was also... The reason Armenta could get away... The real Armenta could get away with that was because he was actually very good at teaching and could teach each student one-on-one in a way that got through to them. Not like this teacher who doesn't seem to care whether his students are educated at all.
Right. He wheels the VHS in for a movie day on the last week of school and every other week.
And every other week before that, too, yeah.
Yeah.
They watched Ben-Hur like 4 times before they got into triangles.
Right. All right. The class cheered, and I knew this guy was going to be really cool. Mr. A was in his mid-20s, he had dark hair, kind of tan skin, and he was wearing this polo that had the Normandy logo on it from Mass Effect. This was more what I was hoping high school would be like.
Yeah, that's what high school should be like. Cosplayers.
Yeah,
standing here in
best
front of
friend.
Me. Yeah, try to be my best friend.
After that, I met a couple more of my teachers. Like, my history teacher is this Indian or Arabian dude with this really long last name, and he was kind of hard to hear. Then next up was science, and then we went to lunch.
Yeah, so you can tell he kind of runs out of steam describing his classes.
Full scene in first class, most of a scene in second class, barely introduces the third class, doesn't even care about fourth.
Yeah, and then the last one's not even a class.
Yeah.
He just wanted to get to lunch, dude.
I like how he says, I met a couple of my teachers and then gives one example.
Yeah, he's got this like Indian or Arabian dude or whatever. It's okay, I can say that. I'm an Indian and or Arabian dude.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm ambiguously brown. I'm actually not that ambiguously brown. I used to be more ambiguously brown, but I think people can tell I'm Indian.
Yeah, it's just the fanfiction trope of like, well, you just race through the parts that you really don't care about. In school or whatever.
Yeah. He's just like, and then there was a history and then a science.
School.
And then
it's going to be lunch, and then they just go home afterwards.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't actually remember. I think we might actually do that. Let's see.
I don't remember either.
I got my lunch and went to the lunchroom where all my friends were sitting. I sat down as they were talking to each other about stuff.
Yeah, so my brother said photography was really easy, and I think that's gonna be the case.
Said Patrick smartly.
Yes, Patrick's the smart friend. Ah, man.
Said Ralph.
I should have taken that class. Instead, I got stuck with Spanish class.
It's so genuine question. Do we actually have photography class in the States? Is that a thing in high school?
Yeah, in high school, I took a photography class and I almost failed out of it. But the teacher said I was good at taking photos, but I'm absolutely terrible with my hands. I'm very clumsy. My hands start to cramp. And so in the dark bag, where you're supposed to develop the film and like transfer it into like the little case, I kept leaking light in and ruining all my photos. So I was really bad at developing film, but I was good at like framing photos, according to the teacher. And I still almost got an F and I had to withdraw from the class. But yeah, there's a photographer. Well, there used to be when I was in high school. That's probably changed. The U.S. has been draining the education funding, so the arts are going, photography's going. And the reason we wrote this in, to go from politics to something else, photography and Spanish would not be alternates of each other.
Right.
You would not be able to take one or the other. You would need a language credit and also an art credit. So
right, that's kind of
it just doesn't make Ralph's
joke.
Complaint here doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I was listening, but then I looked up and I saw something that catched my eye. There was a girl across the lunchroom who was smoking hot. She had long blonde hair and sparkly blue eyes. Her nose, mouth, and teeth were perfect.
Whoa.
She was really thin and had these pretty nice boobs and a low-cut top. She was smiling with her friends, and it was like the world was in slow motion. Then suddenly Bandon walked up to her. He whispered something in her ear, and she laughed and then got up. They both held hands and then walked off.
Motherfucker!
Bandon! That asshole! It was love at first sight, and he was crushing my dreams. That
Right, Fern? So to before we get back into his attention, I just want to be clear. Whenever Fern's describing his to-be girlfriend, this is the object of his desire, we he has this like everything goes slow-mo moment or whatever, but trying to look through the lens of UB147, he's not perceptive or thoughtful enough to understand what he likes when he's seeing a pretty girl, right? Like, he's just not introspective enough to really fucking get it. And so all he can do is be like, she's got nice boobs. She has good nose.
Yeah.
Right? Like his description of her is like her body, and only like just that it exists and is good.
She has a nose mouth, which I don't know, I would like that, but to each his own.
But you know what? To him, they're perfect.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is such, he has like a totally superficial understanding of, like, he hasn't even understood who she is. But then the moment Bandon walks up, he's mad at Bandon. Like, anything happened.
Yeah.
Like, you're still sitting down. She hasn't even seen you.
Right.
Like,
he was
for
crushing
this to mean
Fern's
anything
dreams.
emotionally for you means you've got completely mismatched expectations about what's going on. You haven't done anything.
Yeah. Wow.
He's a passenger in his own life.
Yeah, so we say that a lot, but it's true. Alright, so right, Fern? The guys snaped me out of my trance and I realized I wasn't paying any attention. Huh, what?
Wow, Tony, that English teacher is a real beep!
Said
an extra
Ralph.
asterisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, man. I felt so bad for you.
Said Patrick.
Yeah, while he was laughing.
Yeah.
Said Tony.
I finished my paper and everything, but when I gave it to her, she just tore it up in front of me.
Wow. So she didn't even actually want it. She just wanted you to do it.
So this is again
like
a situation where like
Yeah.
Fern's group of friends is actually kind of doing a decent. Well, I don't know. They did actually participate in the bullying in the English class, but at this point, Tony is commiserating about it, and they're all like, "Man, that sucks. That really does suck for you. Oh man, that really sucks." This is Fern's reaction to this news.
Yeah. I still wasn't really paying attention to them because I was still thinking of that girl. So I just nodded along when I took a bite of my corn dog and, holy cow, this is really good. This is way better than the ones in middle school. Whoa, man, this is great. It was super tasty and the mashed potatoes were really good too. The gravy back in middle school was really watery, but this stuff was nice and thick. It was just like the stuff my grandma used to make.
Wow. So he's like so zonked out of his gourd. He's not even registering that his buddy Tony's going through quite a lot on the first day of school. And he's thinking about this girl. Oh my God, this corn dog. Holy shit. And like he's got munchies. He's just suddenly focused on food.
Yeah, he can only focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
It's like you also predicted that scene in the Pokemon Burst story, which had the really tasty cookies.
Oh, yeah.
That were chewy, but not too chewy. And then they had milk with it.
See, the thing is, I think the original point of this paragraph was I think we were thinking that, like, you know, young writers are often told to use a lot of descriptive writing, and so they'll try to, like, use really descriptive language in places that it doesn't need to be. You know? Like, it's like, I get that you're trying to, like, capture what it really feels like to bite into a corn dog, but we're not interested in that.
Yeah.
I'm not buying that right now. I want to hear about the high school story you were telling. So why are you telling me about how good the food is and how much better it is? Right? Like, you can be as descriptive as you want, but it's not useful detail.
Yeah, the corn dog is not important at all.
Not important at all. But unfortunately, Connor and I took the wrong lesson from this, because future chapters and the future story will also have lots of plenty of good description of food.
I think because we realized it was funny to do this multiple times.
It's a hysterical crutch for him to, like, the moment he needs to do any kind of deep thinking, he gets distracted by food. Like, his Maslow hierarchy of needs is barely holding up, and he's just like an animal going like, just around.
Yeah, just glancing at it, he used more descriptors for the gravy than for the girl.
Right.
The girl was just a list of features, but the gravy was nice and thick.
Gravy's my
he remembers, like, what's different about old gravy and new gravy. But with girls, he's just like, nice boobs.
Yeah.
This is like culinary fanfic.
Yeah, well.
Anyways, lunch ended and everyone went back to their lockers. I had worked on making mine all...
zooted out of the Tony conversation.
Yeah. I had worked on making mine all neat and tidy, so I knew where everything was. If you know me, I know I'm just that kind of person.
Great.
Then I heard a voice tapping on my shoulder.
Classic. Hey, Gully!
That's another thing the bullies call me. So dumb. I turned around and Bandon was walking down the hall. He shoulder-checked me so hard I flew back into my locker, ruining all my stuff. Then
I know you, and I know you're just the kind of person where it's all neat and tidy.
Then Nick and Michael walked up and slammed the locker door with me stuck inside. Hey, you, let me out.
Yeah.
All of them just laughed and left me as the bell rang and I realized I was alone. I banged on my locker door, but no one heard me. I realized that I was going to be here for a long time. This was the worst FERT day of high school ever.
Whoa. Yeah, that's tough, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary when you're standing and then you feel a tap on your shoulder from a voice and you turn around and the person who said the thing is standing further down the hall.
Yeah, he keeps getting further away.
And then he walks up to you. So he threw his voice, and that's what tapped you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he shoulder checks you into your locker.
Yeah, and then
literally into the locker.
Yeah, just shoves you inside, and then he closes it up, and all you say is, "Hey, let me out," and then no one does.
But they don't.
But they don't.
What, though? There should be a horror movie based on being trapped inside a school locker.
You know, you say that. Author's note: hey guys, Io had a hard time writing this. It was sort of based on true events. He had a hard time writing this one. He I mean, he cried. I'm not gonna lie, we cried when we wrote this. Let me know what you think. Read and review. Maybe if you have ideas, let me know and I might use them. All right, R&R. Peace out.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. That's tense. I think you're right, though. There should be a horror movie about being trapped in a locker. I think, that said, I would say mild claustrophobia, although someone without claustrophobia would say it's not mild. I think that would be an absolutely terrifying movie to film in VR.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Film the whole thing with like a 360 camera, and then, like, you watch it in VR.
Yeah.
Would definitely be better than the horror movie about being stuck on the ski lift.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know how much we can really do inside a locker. It gets hot. It gets cold.
Yeah.
I mean,
now what?
I mean, they made a movie about a guy, which was also based on a true story. But there's the movie about the guy being stuck in between the rocks. You can make have him have a weird little trippy hallucination sequence and stuff.
How about this? I got you. Okay. It gets really hot inside the locker because they turn off the air conditioning in the school and they go home for the weekend. He's very hot inside the locker. That's very tense. Then nighttime comes. It's very cold. And then when you think it can't get any worse, it turns out someone had a poisonous snake in the locker.
Yeah.
It was it was there the whole time. And it bites him and he starts having hallucinations.
Yes.
Right? Then we can really escalate the movie from there.
Or it's like a spider that takes place in Australia.
Yeah.
And then maybe water is dripping from the top of the locker and that's how he has to get water, and it's like, why? Just don't drink water. Like, just wait. They're gonna be back on Monday.
Yeah. Like how in the office he writes sweet and review and then puts an R&R like he doesn't know what R&R means.
Well, R&R
is
rest and relaxation.
Yeah.
He just noticed our fanfiction authors put it there and he puts it there too because it's the standard.
Yeah. He knows what to do. And if you don't like it, log off.
Right. If you don't like it, log off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if Fern can get out of this in the next chapter. First Day Part 2.
Yeah. This is the worst first day ever. For him.
The worst betrayal.
For him.
Yeah.
It felt like time was an eternity in there. Wow. I was waiting in my locker, but no one would come to let me out. It was like that thing you see in nature documentaries where flowers were growing really fast. It was just like that.
You don't know what that's called, but it's like that thing.
I remember you and I discussing how to word that and like what you meant by that and just how funny it was.
Yeah, because it's like you see the flowers and they like sort of lift up and then they go back down and lift up and go back down, and it's like this fast motion, and like he's seen that in nature documentaries, but he doesn't know how they do it or what's he thinks the flowers are just freaking out.
Yeah. He's just having a trip by himself.
Yeah. So I guess what you said is right. He starts hallucinating almost immediately. He's like 2 seconds in the locker and he's just like, oh my god, I'm feeling lightheaded. Oh.
Right. But as my sources told me, it was actually only like 20 seconds later when that girl I saw at lunch came over to help me out.
Oh my god. So he has really crippling claustrophobia. Okay.
Oh my god. Are you okay, she said.
She put in the combo on the lock and let me out.
Yeah, and she just knows it.
Yeah. What was going to be my worst first day ever just turned into the best first day of my life as I looked at her. My heart was beating super fast and I knew I was sweating really bad. Like a lot.
Wow.
Hello, Earth to Fern.
She said, and I was like, oh my god, she knows my name. I didn't say anything.
He's just standing there. She literally let him out. She's asked, are you okay? He's standing there. He still hasn't said anything.
By doing absolutely nothing. That's basically,
yeah.
I mean, that is another way to
pretty much.
He's a passenger in his own
Pretty
story.
much, he actually wins the girl by doing absolutely nothing.
I'm so sorry. Brandon can be such a asshole. By the way, my name is Jessica.
By the way, my name is Dave.
Man, I love... Fern has such a way with charming silences.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the only thing charming about him.
You just go like, damn, I feel my panties dropping right now.
Jessica. Wow, what a perfect name. Her face is like sunshine hitting me in the face. Her eyes are icy blue, which reminds me of vanilla ice cream after a long, hot day. And her hair is like the sun.
Her
I'm
face
assuming-
is like sunshine. Her hair is the sun.
Yeah.
I'm assuming in the States, do you have
The sun?
ice
Yeah,
cream
we have the
that is-
sun.
Ice cream? Yeah.
Like, do you have the ice cream that is just blue-colored vanilla ice cream? I don't
No,
even know if
vanilla
that's
is
still a
not
thing
blue.
anymore, but
No,
it was a
vanilla's
thing
usually white.
here in Germany.
yeah, here vanilla's usually blue. Usually white. Blue ice cream is usually like cotton candy, or sometimes it like we'll see the Japanese like sea salt ice cream, but that's all Japanese imported. So like it's not an American thing.
I mean, that's a popsicle. I'm literally talking about. I thought like
Yeah.
ice cream
As
you
far as
put in
ice
a
cream is
cone.
concerned, blue ice cream is almost always like cotton candy.
Yeah, in Germany, I think in Germany it's usually either bubble gum or some shit like that, or
Bubble
it's
gum
like
too, yeah,
yeah,
something like
just
that.
Vanilla
is always
but
white.
But it's colored blue for some reason. That was a thing.
Yeah, well,
It was,
her
it's
eyes
still
are
might be, I
icy
don't
blue.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, all he can think is blue, cold, ice cream.
Ice cream.
I mean, he thought like face,
Yeah.
hot, sunshine, hair, hot,
Hot.
sun.
Yeah. It's her
That's
eyes
all
aren't
he can
like
do.
vanilla ice cream. It just reminds him of it.
It just reminds him. Vanilla, by the way, is not an acceptable spell, or not a currently accepted spelling of vanilla, but
Right.
it soon will be.
Well, it is another name for blue, blue-colored vanilla.
Yeah,
ice
blue
cream.
vanilla is vanilla.
Oh, you do have blue raspberry though in the States. I never.
Did you know?
Got that?
Did you know blue raspberry is I think if I remember correctly, blue raspberry as a flavor started with Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers were the ones who first made their raspberry flavor blue in order to differentiate it from like another flavor like cherry or something. And so they named it blue raspberry, and then other companies started making other things with blue raspberry as the flavor, even though raspberries aren't blue anywhere.
Such a weird concept if you
Wild.
think about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, Fern, man, what are you doing? Come on, man, we are gonna be late.
Fern, man, what are you doing? Come 1 minute. Yeah. I snaped back into reality and saw Patrick standing in front of me.
Okay, so Jessica let him out, but Patrick was there.
Or got there.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
maybe
started
that's
screaming and pounding on his locker and felt like he was gonna die, but it was literally 20 seconds and everybody did come.
Right. I mean, you gotta think about how Fern felt, though.
That's true, yeah. He's not introspective enough to, like, reflect that it really wasn't so bad. He thinks he almost died.
So that just reminds me that in 5th grade, I was bending down to put my shit into my backpack. When I got back up, the door to the classroom was locked, and it was the last period.
Oh.
So, yeah, but I rushed to the door and knocked, and some kids were still near the door, so
Okay.
I didn't have to wait long to get out.
Even though I know you're describing an event that happened in Germany, I'm still imagining this in an anime, like in an anime classroom.
Right. And I'm in such a Fern Gully mood that as you were describing that, I thought you were going to say you got stuffed into your backpack.
And then, they just zipped you up and they left you there for the whole week. And you just sat there.
Oh my god.
And you
Yeah,
thought,
they left you
golly,
there.
I
Okay.
hope someone opens this for me.
Yeah, they left me there for a whole week, but my sources tell me it was only 45 seconds.
I mean, 45 seconds in a backpack is still a ludicrous amount of time on a backpack, but it's not a week.
Come on, man, we gotta get to gym class.
He said again.
man.
Jessica smiled and then looked at me again before walking away and said,
Okay, well, it was nice to meet you, Fern.
okay. I said and went to gym class.
Wow, dude. You're talking to your dream girl here.
Yeah.
Bandon's not here to fuck you up. So just say something. And he went, okay.
Okay.
All he got was okay. That's what, like,
Yeah.
the most lukewarm thing you could say. Like, the only way
Fern's
that could
been
be
through a
worse is
lot.
if you just said,
Yeah. All right. Line break. I got changed in the locker room and then went out to gym class.
All right, class, my name is Coach Bell, and welcome to gym. Today I want you all to do group activities. This side of the room, you will play badminton. This half will play horse. All right, everyone, get going.
So question here, is horse an actual, game in America?
Oh, you guys don't know horse? Okay, horse is a game. It's very different from badminton. So I guess the idea would be that he would then switch the class. They would switch activities halfway through. But basically in horse, you're playing basketball, and you're all standing in a line, and then you're trying to make 3-pointers or
you're trying to make a trick shot.
You're trying to make a trick shot, and each time you get one, you get one letter of the word horse. The word horse is totally arbitrary in this. It could be any 5-letter word, or you could just be 5 points.
Right. So if you make
but people play it.
Yeah,
people play it by spelling out the word horse.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why it's called horse.
But either way, it's ridiculous that half the group plays badminton and the other half plays a basketball-related game.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make any sense either, because horse is usually played with 2 or 3 people, not a room full of people. Because only one person can shoot on the hoop at a time, or sometimes they play a version where only 2 people can shoot on the hoop at a time. But that means the rest of the class is just standing around.
Yeah, it's not a real group game.
That's not exercise. He's explicitly not doing his job.
Right.
He's the gym coach.
I looked at the people around me and, oh shit! I realized Bandon and Nick were there. They both high-fived because they loved playing horse.
Yeah, it's probably horse and not because they love bullying you.
Yeah.
So we all got started, and I watched as everyone else had their turns. I was scared because it looked like Bandon was waiting for me to. Then, when I made my shot, Nick and Bandon both threw their basketballs at me and hit me in the throat. I fell over in a lot of pain, but I saw that my shot went right through the net. All I could say was, H.
You dipshit. Have an opinion about being bullied. Just have an opinion.
You don't even get points for correctly making it. You get points for missing a shot that someone else did, so he would not get a point for making it. Everything about this is wrong.
The more you think about it, the less
we put layers into this.
I forgot. Yeah, I guess that's true, because they need to miss the shot for him to then get it, and then he could get H. But, I guess they threw their balls at him.
Yeah.
That's missing the shot.
Right, I guess so.
But I think it's just hilarious that he's they love playing horse. That's why they're high-fiving. Yeah. And now that it's my turn, they're waiting for me so that they can hit me in the throat with a basketball. And all I think is, man, they're really competitive about horse.
Yeah.
They really care about the sport. Okay. Hey, what are you guys doing over there?
Said Coach Bell from the other side of the room.
Oh, sorry, man.
Said Nick.
We thought it was dodgeball.
Said Bandon with a casually smiled.
Oh, well, it's not. Get back to your game.
Said the coach and turned away.
Yep, that's it. That's his opinion on it.
And then I couldn't believe it. Was this figure going to simply turn their backs on this egregious misuse of power? Are the downtrodden really left to suffer for themselves in this world of dog-eat-dog violence? Have we learned nothing?
Whoa. Okay, I asked him to have an opinion on bullying, and he has an opinion.
Yeah.
He just keeps it to himself, I guess. What do you guys? Do you guys have any feelings about this really heartfelt political screed?
Yeah, I feel like UB147 just watched some political news and was while writing his pick and went, oh, that sounds really cool. I'm gonna work this in.
Yeah.
make this political statement into a statement about bullying.
Right.
Yeah, like he just saw something on the news and somebody was talking about like some attack happening in the Middle East, and he's like, wow, they're using a lot of really cool words.
Yeah.
Neat.
Fern thinks he'd be like a really good activist. But,
That's so true. He really thinks
he really
he'd be
does.
good at
Yeah.
it.
So, I just got back up and went to the back of the line. Every turn, when I got to take a shot, Bandon or Nick made sure to hit me again and mess up my shots. Every single time, the coach was looking away. All I could think of was, this guys are smart. Then eventually they were just throwing all the balls at me and not even waiting for turns. It's like they weren't even playing the game.
Yeah, it's like they weren't. It is like that, Fern. It is very similar to the idea that they aren't playing the game, they're just bullying you.
Yeah.
Kid? What was that shit about dog-eat-dog violence? If you...
You just offer yourself up as food.
Well, yes, Kev, we learned nothing, and the answer is yes.
Yeah.
And we include him.
Yeah, these guys are smart.
Yeah. Anyway, I left gym class very battered and bruised, but my day wasn't over. Study hall was okay, I guess. And then in music class, Bandon was there, and he pulled out his guitar and played a solo that everybody loved. But me. At least he left me alone, I guess.
I bet he played
good.
Wonderworld.
Wonderworld. He played Balan's Wonderworld in front of everybody. It really impressed everybody.
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome. He's like, it's like music class. The teacher's like, all right, everybody's gonna have to pick an instrument. So, wait, are you the new kid? Did you break? Oh shit! This kid brought his Xbox. Okay, let's see what this guy's got. And then he sets it up and he starts playing Balan Wonderworld, and they're like, "Man, this game is way better than that Donkey video made me think."
Yeah. Oh man. Well, the day was over after that. My friends said goodbye to me, and I biked home.
Yeah, you didn't say goodbye to them. You didn't say goodbye to them. They said goodbye to me, and I left.
I parked my bike and went through the door. My dad was already home and he said hi to me.
Hey, Fern, so how was the first day?
He asked. I thought about everything that happened today. I got beat up, but I also met Jessica, and there were some funny moments in between.
Yeah, like a nice little wrap-up summary.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all right. Something funny happened to Tony in English class.
What the fuck? No, it wasn't funny. It was awful.
It was funny.
Tony was really hurt.
You should have been there,
You
man.
had multiple opportunities to talk to him about it, and now you're telling your dad something funny happened.
You just had to be there.
You just had to be there to see it, yeah.
Let me guess, Tony got called out for not reading. Tony always gets the beans, doesn't he?
Keep going.
A/it. Oh, yeah, no, that's
No,
you.
this is still his dad.
Yeah, there's a quote at the end of it.
A/N. That's another inside joke. Yeah, my dad is really cool.
He always gets the beans.
Man, Tony always getting those beans like he's on a furry convention.
Tony getting the beans doesn't really feel like an inside joke at all. It just seems like an idiom, or like it's just a way of talking. You know, like I think just from context you can get what the beans is. Even maybe that's my next lesson for the kids about inside jokes. Like sometimes inside jokes are just jokes. Yeah. You know, you shouldn't be upset if you try to say an inside joke and then other people get it. Because if other people get it, that's fine. That's okay.
Right.
That actually is a good thing for me to tell somebody. Write that down.
I laughed really hard at my dad's joke. Yeah, all right, Dad, see you later, I said.
Yeah,
and then we played something on the Xbox One.
Oh, that was actually one thing. We did have, like, Fern is a little bit more open to interaction with his dad, when his dad is in the room, when his dad is there, he feels very open and comfortable, saying more than one thing in a scene. Or using verbs like played something. Instead of dad played something and I watched. But you'll notice his dad never gets a name.
Right.
Yeah, I like how it's see you later and when they go to the living room together to play Xbox together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That night, I thought about what I was going to do for the next year at high school. I had my bullies, my good friends, my dream girl. This is going to be a wild adventure.
I don't really feel like you should call her your dream girl. I mean, you're dreaming about her, but she's only said hello to you.
Oh, yeah.
She is my dream girl. By that I mean I can only dream of getting with her.
See, this is the problem. Now you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, wouldn't it be better to be like, she's potentially interested in me? Instead, whatever. A/N, this is where the story gets really exiting. So if you were waiting for the pace to get quicker, the next chapter will have a quicker pace. Bon voyage!
Wow. So a lot happened, Just in all of those, Fern's first day and everything leading up to it. But
what do you guys think? I mean, are you excited for future events?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I know what's gonna happen, but I'm still excited.
Oh, okay. Have you both read the story?
Yeah, I've read it.
Yes.
Although it has been a while. I read it last year.
Yeah.
Okay, for me it was 2019, so more than a while.
Yeah. I mean, I think the last update was in 2017, so.
Right.
God damn,
trust us. A lot is going to happen.
You're in for a wild adventure. Do you guys have an outro? I don't know how you guys outro your videos.
So as always, we have Discord and Tumblr, and the request from link below. Also, make sure to not leave any reviews on anything we cover, including this, or else banned and will come and throw a basketball at your throat.
Yeah, he's gonna kick your ass.
You're gonna sort of accept you into your locker, and you're gonna be locked in there forever.
And then you're gonna see the flowers do that thing where they're like, and the sun is going up and down real quick. I don't know how they do it, but they make the sun go up and down real fast. I think God dribbles it or something, like a basketball going into my throat.
Always remember, if you do not like, then do not read.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.